Hello, hey guys, and thanks for coming. I have some very, very unfortunate news. I didn't want to do a stream about this, but I find that it's better for me if I do this because right now I'm home alone and I need some people by my side at this moment. The My grandpa just died. His carer went round to his house. He was found dead on his own floor. Right now, both my parents have gone to help with the police and the ambulance team, while I just stay here so that the windows can stay open in the house. I would like to share some of my memories with my grandfather. Before anybody asks, he lived a long life. He lived till 82 years old. And it's 2 months away from him being 83. If I have any honesty about anything, even himself didn't think he was going to make 80. But he did. Unfortunately, we couldn't celebrate his 80th birthday due to coronavirus. But we made up for it in the following years by taking him out to dinner. My grandpa was a great man. I remember when I was 11 and my mother was in hospital due to an illness. He was there. My grandfather would take me to school in place of my mum. My dad couldn't drive at the time because he was blind. For his... I remember this. For his 70th birthday, we made him very special cherry jam. And I remember this because we took him out on a boat for his 69th birthday. And we took a picture of him there. The picture ended up on the jar, and we actually gave the jam to him. Unfortunately, I don't remember much before he turned 70. So I'm just going to say what I know. to relive the memories. What I do remember much about him before he turned 70 was that he cared for my grandmother. Unfortunately, I didn't get to socialize with her much because she had a very terrible disease that rendered her unable to speak, unable to walk, unable to do pretty much anything. Her death was slow and painful, and my mother saw the worst of it all. I don't know why I'm laughing. 10 years ago, my grandfather was taken into hospital because he was walking his dog and he slipped on some ice. And he broke his hip. And I remember bringing him, I cannot for the life of me remember what I bought him. Oh yeah, I bought him this funny adult joke card. I'm not going to say it out here because there may be minors watching. But I got him a funny card. And I think that was the last card I ever gave him. And for the rest of his life, he was severely incapacitated. We eventually got him walking again. And one of the hardest memories for me was when we were walking around his local supermarket and I had to push his trolley for him. Keep in mind, I was an early teenager at the time, probably younger. That trolley became so heavy, it was like me trying to shift an elephant on wheels. I had the honour of pushing him around in a wheelchair during his recovery. I'm very happy that I was able to do something. It wasn't easy, but it eventually got to a point where he could kind of manage on his own. Some complications he had following his hip operation was he had COPD, which is a respiratory disease. He would very occasionally get pneumonia. He would often have a fall. And we'd have to call someone before we just go around there straight away and get him up. But we eventually evolved to a system where he had someone come round to his house some locals. And we were very happy that we developed that system. Even if it cost us more money in the end. But in recent years, I hate to slander on him, but he would spend most of his time sitting on his sofa watching TV. Because that's what he wanted to do. He was a lazy man in his late years. But in the end, we just wanted him to be happy. Even if he was an asshole to us sometimes. Just like our late Queen Elizabeth, I thought he was an immortal man. Despite his complications, he just outright obliterated everything he threw his way. He was very smart for his age as well. No one would try and scam him. Though a gas company once tried to extort him, but we went to court over it, and they lost. And probably one of the biggest things we could have done for him was have his house rebuilt. Because his old place was crumbling to pieces, literally. Cracks in the ceiling, dust flowing everywhere. It was a very long battle to get his house rebuilt. But eventually they pulled through, and his new house was very much unlike the original place, but it was a much better space for him. Given his condition, I couldn't imagine him walking around narrow hallways with a walking stick. My sister owned a cat. And she had a dog as well. Well, she still has a dog. Though they couldn't... to make sure that my niece, when she was born, would stay safe, the cat was shifted over to my grandfather. Because that's just the least amount of pet duty that he could have had. Just something for him to have around the house, just so he wasn't lonely all the time. Especially since my auntie had to move out because she was very neglective of my grandfather. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it wasn't funny. The stuff that she did could have killed him sooner. I'm not going to go into specifics about it, but just imagine a father not caring for his newborn baby, and the mother is only around for 1 hour a week. That's the best context I can give. over the last year or so, my grandfather was an attention seeker. Because even with a cat round there, he just wanted someone else in there that wasn't my auntie. It wasn't the bad kind of attention seeking, like, he wouldn't fake an illness or anything. He was smart, but he wasn't that smart. Though he would often blame some of the stuff he did on his dementia or something like that. I actually don't know whether or not he had dementia, but given his age, it's quite likely. What matters is that he lived a good life. He lived a long life. He did the impossible so many times. His death was of natural causes. And it's a good thing that my mother changed her surname back to the surname of my grandfather before she got married. And so I'm basically the only one in my family who has a different surname. But I don't think that changing it would fit me very well. Because there are now three different people with the same surname in the family. Our family's made of different surnames. It's really weird. I'm one of two in the family tree who still have their original surnames. And it really sucks that I can never thank my grandfather for the things he did for me. Though he struggled a lot in his life, and now he's in a better place. He's not suffering anymore. the course I'm studying at university. I told him that I passed this year. Although he won't be around to see when I graduate, I'll be sure to honour him. Because he was a great man. And he did good things for me. I'll make him proud in any way I can. And his legacy will live on. Even in spirit. I am very, very thankful for everything he's ever done for me and my family. And I guess I'm very thankful for myself for helping him when I did. Right now, my auntie lives in a housing thing, carers housing something. She was diagnosed with cancer about a year ago. Or 2 years ago, I cannot remember exactly, because I don't tend to think much of her after what she's done. She's now the last remaining of my grandparents. She's cancer-free now. From now, we don't know what will happen, but we just gotta do the right thing. Maybe I could talk to her about this. That's, my mother's handling all the talking around the family. I'm not saying a word to anyone but you all. Thank you all so much for being here as well. Hey the Dragon God, hey Sil, notice you were streaming inside to check what you were up to. Sorry for your loss, it can be tough losing a family member, especially if you love them. Stay strong. Thank you, Neroth. Rem, Chris, Gino, all of you. You're all, even if you don't think you're doing anything right, you're motivating me to keep going. Because you've helped me through all the hardships before. The cheating incident in 2020, no-hit neutral, no-hit genocide, all the major no-hit charges, ULB 3 and Distrust 2 especially. I must say, I thought when I came into this community that it was a bad idea, but now I realise just how beneficial it was for me. That's how I'm able to do so well. That's how I'm able to make so many good things. Explore areas I never thought I would. And see everything in a way that before I completely neglected. And I'm especially thankful that I still have your support. Despite everything. You're all amazing. So, what's to happen from now? What's gonna happen? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with the flow of whatever my family decides to do. My projects. I get a runny nose now. All my projects will continue. Under Creator will be shaped and I'm just no matter what, I'll keep doing what I do. Give or take some slow or fast pacing. to pay tribute to my grandfather, I'm gonna build him his favourite alcoholic drink in Minecraft. Because I know that he would love to have seen it being made. And I'd be honoured to send him a final goodbye. In a way like this. My computer fans are going wild right now, but I don't care. In fact, let me change my render distance. Where is it? Holy crap, 96 chunks? Holy shit. That's way too far. Anyway. I'm just gonna gather the materials. Where's white? There's white. I will start by building the logo of the brand that he really, really loves. If my GPU can handle 3D at maximum settings, I'm very happy that it works like that. This is probably going to be very, very inaccurate, but I don't think accuracy really matters. Also, for those wondering, no, I don't drink this. The best that I can drink is just root beer, and that's it. I don't want to intoxicate myself. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, I hate to be the bearer of such bad news. You lot probably have stuff going on yourself, but I have my reasons for sharing this with you all. Because you guys are my main coping mechanism. Runny nose again. Is there a beige thing anywhere? Oh, smooth sandstone works, I guess. And I remember for one of my grandfather's birthdays, we made him a special cake that was reminiscent of what I'm building here. That's very poorly accurate, but it's better. And if you're wondering why I'm putting black in here instead of deep brown, well, the brand that he drank and the cake that we made him that was reminiscent of this had just pure black. And plus there's no such thing as deep brown in Minecraft. At least to my knowledge. I know there are mods for it, but yeah, root beer just better. I had it since I was a child. And to this day, I have never touched a single drop of alcohol. Ever. Well, I had a lager once, but I don't think that really counts. Because it was very similar to what I normally have. It tasted the same. Make a foamy layer on the top. For those who have a father who drink beer or whatever, you're probably familiar with what I'm building. And I know some people are going to laugh at me because this is a very terribly accurate representation of it. But it's the best I can do. I haven't built that much. Okay. Now to just do the fizz. That's good. And now, oh, missed a piece of glass there. I don't know how I'm going to build this. That's meant to be a harp, by the way. It looks like a bottle of Coke. Remove the corner pieces. Yeah, I was just thinking about that actually when I was building it. And there we go. Oh, hang on. I forgot to do this bit down here. And right now I'm getting hungry. I'll probably get myself some lunch after I'm done with the stream. There we are. 1 glass of Guinness. Grandpa, this is for you. Rest in peace. Can't get a still image of this thing. How do you remove the... Don't think you can remove it. But yeah, this build here is meant to be a glass of Guinness. My grandfather's favourite drink. Take a screenshot here. How do you do screenshots in Bedrock Edition? F12? Really? Nothing happened. F11? No, that's full screen. F8 disables your avatar. F5. You know what, let me look it up. How to take a screenshot on Minecraft. Windows 10. Windows and G? That did nothing. Oh. Well, at least this will be eternally preserved in the depths of the internet. No, go away. I don't want to... Alright. Xbox Game Bar. Oh. To that I would say cheers, Tim. I don't drink. I don't drink. Dragon, I don't drink. Though I will have a Guinness glass of root beer tonight in his honour. With that, I will be right back, because right now I'm going to go get some lunch. And then after that, we will continue with Undercreator. I will be back. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. And rest in peace to my 82-year-old grandfather. Thank you.